Today we're going to be taking a look at the zedge Wi-Fi dual dash cam. Now this is a 2K front lens camera that'll record in 1440p and also will do 1080p in the rear. Now you can set this to 1080p in the front as well. This has an LCD screen and this also has Wi-Fi and audio recording. Let's open it up and see what we get inside. Right away we're presented with the camera. Let's take it out of the plastic here. Now this is going to have a 155 wide angle lens, 1.8. On the top you're going to have your mounting port, you're going to have your adapter to the rear camera, and you're going to have your power adapter. On the side here you have a port for your SD card, and on this side you got the power and your reset light. On the back you've got your LCD with some buttons for your OK, up, down, and menu settings. This is how you're going to navigate the menus within the camera. Next up we've got the rear camera. This is what you're going to mount on your back glass. It's got the port on the side for power, and it has an adhesive. You can use this to stick to your back glass, or it has an articulating arm. This is particularly useful for large vehicles like SUVs or hatchback cars. You can stick this in between things and hide it, or get it to clamp and pinch. This is also adjustable, that way you can change the angle. No matter what kind of vehicle you have with the back glass, you'll find a place for it. You've got your accessory adapter. This is what's going to provide power to the camera system. This will plug into your cigarette lighter, and it has an extra USB port. So once you plug this in for power, it's going to take up your port. They've also provided an additional USB port so you can plug in another accessory. This is particularly useful if you've got a cell phone or anything else you want to have plugged in, so that it doesn't take up that port. This is a pretty nice addition that other companies don't offer. If you already have a USB port and you don't have a cigarette lighter adapter, you won't need this piece, but this is a nice little extra added thing. You're going to have your power cable that you're going to be able to hook to your accessory port. This USB is going to plug into here to provide power, and this end's going to go right into the unit here. This is what's going to be the main driving force in powering your camera. Now you can use this camera by itself if you don't want to use the backup one, but I'd recommend using that backup camera. You're going to have your suction cup mount. This is going to mount into the top and go on your window, whether you want to mount it in the center or to the side. This has an articulating piece on top that you rotate and turn, and what this does is this flexes this suction piece here to pull down. As you do this, it's going to pull in and form a nice suction so that you're going to stick this against your glass, turn it, lock it, and it's going to hold. And it's even sticking to my hand right now, which is really cool. And this is your 26-foot cable. This will connect the rear camera all the way to the back. This is going to plug in here. Now this is really good if you have a large vehicle, like a large SUV, hatchback, or anything like that. And they provided some tabs for you to use to do this. So here's some plastic tabs. This will clip onto these. You can adhesive these to the side plastic underneath the dash or anywhere else to hide the cable, make it look like a really nice installation. This is a pry tool. Now they put this in here, that way you can get up underneath those little places and kind of wedge apart. If you want to mount this on the back glass, you want to get it in there, but it's kind of tough. Some people have a headliner or some other type of material that they need to get in between. You're going to wedge in, you can push it apart, and then you're going to be able to stick this in there with this help. So this is useful for tucking anything else. You can also pop off the side liner down so you can run this cable down the side of your vehicle. Very, very useful. A lot of companies don't provide these either. So that's it for the contents of the zedge R1 dual lens Wi-Fi dash cam. This is everything you get here and everything you need for your installation.